Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
Pact signs with All Elite Wrestling. Chris Jericho and Joey Janela also signed with All Elite Wrestling. AEW will be holding Double or Nothing on... Wait, sorry, what? Oh, right, you want me to talk about SmackDown Live? That's fine with me, it was a great show! I am Luke Owen, press the subscribe button to help us hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the year, and vote in the poll above my head to let me know what you thought of the show, where you can choose from Smackdown, Smacktastic, Smack Bang in the Middle, Smackdowner, and a smack in the face. This is the 8th of January 2018 edition of SmackDown Live in about 4 minutes. The show kicked off with Daniel Bryan cutting a promo on the concession stand in the building, accosting a fan with a hot dog and throwing a drink over another fan who had the audacity to have a sugary drink in a plastic cup with a plastic straw. Did no one listen to David Attenborough? He then transitioned this promo out into the crowd, turning his attention to his Royal Rumble rematch opponent AJ Styles. But while he was cutting this promo, he was attacked by R-Truth from out of nowhere, apparently playing off an angle that aired on the Christmas Day episode, which I didn't watch because I was too full of roast potatoes and gravy. This led to a match which Bryan quickly won with the running knee. This was a hot start to the show and a brilliant way to build up the WWE Championship match in a few weeks. Bryan looked dominant and strong, beating a guy clean as a sheet with his finisher, and his promo got over why he was so angry at AJ wanting to take his title from him. The angle got even better when AJ attacked Bryan up the ramp and sent him packing. Later in the show, Bryan cut another amazing promo saying that AJ Styles isn't vicious, the new Daniel Bryan is vicious, and he's the WWE Champion. This was all great stuff. He was also angry that someone got mustard on his shirt, but that could have just been the Riot Squad. It was announced that Andrade Cien Almas, Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio, and Mustafa Ali would all be in the Royal Rumble, and then the 4 men had a really fun tag team match. This was non-stop action with loads of reversals, counters, and an awesome spot where Mysterio hit a Canadian destroyer from out of nowhere on Almas. Eventually, Andrade countered another 619 attempt and hit the Hammerlock DDT to get his first win on SmackDown Live since August 2018, where he beat Aiden English. Let's be honest, it's not been a great main roster ride for Andrade Cien Almas since coming up from NXT last year, despite the rumors that Vince McMahon was very high on him after his great matches against Styles and Bryan. But this really did feel like a big deal and a big win for him, and hopefully this can lead to bigger and better things for El Idolo. But I have had my hopes up before, so maybe I'm a fool for getting them up again. Rusev came out to challenge Shinsuke Nakamura following their angle last week, where an errant Rusev kick on Nakamura also hurt Lana, but Nakamura was backstage in a production truck, channeling his inner Snitsky to tell Rusev that Lana getting hurt wasn't his fault. Rusev charged backstage, but Nakamura attacked him and left him laying with a Kinshasa. They replayed the Mean Gene Okerlund memorial video package from Monday, which happened to be at the same time that there was an inflammation in my tear glands. I am telling you, the two are not connected. The new era of fresh matchups on SmackDown continued as The Bar took on the Usos once again on TV. Rad. The steps behind the match were that if the Usos could beat The Bar, they would earn a title shot at some point in the future. Double rad. With that said, I could watch these two teams have a match every week and never get bored, as they would probably think of a new way of surprising me. The finish saw Jimmy get distracted by Mandy Rose coming out to ask if she left her gold shorts in his hotel room, allowing Cesaro to get the pin. Backstage, Rose revealed that she was wearing her gold shorts this whole time, and Naomi attacked both her and Sonya Deville, which was broken up by Jimmy Uso. And that segment wasn't over though, as The Miz came out to challenge The Bar to a tag team title match at the Royal Rumble with his partner Shane McMahon, which was accepted by Sheamus and Cesaro with a bro kick to the face. I'll give them this, it is a fresh matchup we've not seen before. Later in the show, Shane was at first not sure about the match, but was then excited to win the tag team belts with Miz. Here's a shocker, they showed the same NXT call-up video package for the umpteenth week in a row. But the whole show was really built around the SummerSlam rematch between Becky Lynch, Carmella, and Charlotte Flair to crown a new #1 contender to Asuka at the Royal Rumble. All 3 women cut really good promos throughout the night, which were presented as sit-down interviews, a really simple and effective way of elevating them to make the match feel important. The action was thick and fast throughout the match, with each woman getting their time to shine and breaking up several near falls. Mella hit a dive, Charlotte missed a moonsault to the outside, and Becky got nailed with a natural selection off the top rope. But the The finish saw Lynch tap out Mella with the disarmer and will now face Asuka in a few weeks at the Royal Rumble. This was a really good main event, and the face-to-face stare down at the end of the show with Asuka and Lynch was really cool. This was a great edition of SmackDown Live, a major step up from what Raw presented on Monday night. All the in-ring action was good, the promos were solid, and every storyline was advanced. I'm still not sold on this Miz and Shane storyline, and that on their way to WWE video package is getting rather tedious, but not even that could break my spirit. It is a great time to be a wrestling fan. This wasn't a newsworthy show, but a very good one, and so this week's SmackDown Live is a very high smacktastic. It was just missing that killer angle to put it into the SmackDown territory. Ollie and Laurie Blake had less good things to say about this week's Raw, which you can watch in the Wrestle Ramble by clicking the video on screen right now. I've been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.